Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are live here. I guess it's going to be sunny. I mean, you did the weather. That's not what you would have
I'm
described.
tossed about today because
Right?
the girlfriend and I talked about this, and we're like, I know, I see what you did there. It's like we were going back and forth on like, oh, what's it going to be today, babe? And I'm like, I don't really remember because yesterday was so screwy. It snowed 2 days ago in our neighborhood, and I didn't say anything about that. And I'm like, what just happened?
It wasn't that long, but I was talking.
I
was texting the kids because my daughters and I are part of. I'm sure they have a separate text without me in it.
Right,
I'm assuming they
right.
do, right? But I'll finish with a client, and there's like 20 texts. I have to catch up, read, heart,
Totally.
different emojis, And so I was having a conversation with one of them. And I said, it's snowing right now at my house. Like, oh my gosh. I go, yeah,
it was really coming down, giant flakes
huge.
too.
Almost like hail, really.
Yeah. And so then I called my boys just to see what was going on over where they were at their mom's. And they're like, no, it's just raining. I'm like, okay, so then.
But that's the Northwest, right? Like
right
it could
now.
It could be snowing somewhere, raining somewhere, and perfectly.
Like the pass right now, up in the snow-quality pass. It's like feet. They're getting dumped on right now.
Yeah, they
so
closed
after the show,
passes.
Let's head up there.
Oh, you are?
No, let's head up.
Oh, you want to go up there?
Oh yeah,
go hang out.
Courtney can drive. She's good in the snow. She's back, by the way. Welcome back.
Yeah, she's back. Yeah, we're very blessed to have her back.
Yes, exactly. And so I could say everything, and then it'll accept everywhere they are right now. So like it's snowing.
So
it's hailing.
we're not sure.
Yeah, just choose, look up.
Yeah,
and then tell us how it is.
That's how we do the weather in the Northwest.
Right.
Just look up. Oh, it's sunny. That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so we're taking people's calls again today.
We are. It's an open
Love
call-in
that.
show day. 877-825-8828 is the number if you haven't dialed it in and gotten it saved.
It's funny because I was listening to the intro today. I don't always listen to the intro because, of course, now it takes like 15 minutes to get to the studio where it normally takes 45 to an hour. Of course, it depends on the day, but there just was no traffic today. And so I got to sit in the studio longer and Benny has been asking me to redo the intro for I don't know how many years because
it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah. So I was listening to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been in healthcare for like 28 years. So I need to change.
I mean, we all know you're good and we love what you do.
Right.
It's like really obviously it's not a huge deal for us.
Yeah, but I'm like, he's right. I really need to fix that intro. So I'll be maybe we'll do that today, stay in the studio longer, whatever.
Can we look at it for like a spring cleaning kind of move there?
That's
so
a great
like
idea.
let's dust things out
Yeah.
and let's do that intro.
Yeah.
All right. Listeners,
Okay.
hold her accountable for this one.
Okay.
All
so
right.
who do we have?
Sure, we'll start things off with Katie calling in from Northern California. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Hi, Katie. What can I do for you?
Hi. Yeah, I have a question about my dog. He's had an issue. I think it's with his hip. It seems kind of like a chronic thing that's been going on for years, and then it's just gotten worse the past couple years.
How old is he?
He's 11.
Yeah.
He's a small dog. He's a terrier Chihuahua.
So you're right. Smaller dogs live longer typically, right? Typically.
Yeah.
So do you give him any...
And other than this, he's really healthy. So.
He loves you so much. I mean, he just adores you, right? Just like,
he does.
All eyes are on you all the time.
Yeah.
And you guys have figured out how to like walk through the house together. You know what I mean? Because little dogs are at your feet, bigger dogs are at your hips. And you got to figure out if your dog's going to follow you around the house, like Charles typically follows me around the house. And, like I like to use the bathroom by myself. I don't really want Charles in the bathroom with me. So I got to figure how to walk quickly down the hallway.
Yeah, like, come on, pal. I need my space.
Yeah, I just need my space because he wants to smell things. And I'm like, I don't want you smelling anything right now. Like, leave me alone.
Go chew on something.
Yeah, leave me alone. Have you given your dog any glucosamine?
No, I'm not giving it to him currently. I give him more of like natural things like turmeric.
He needs a little bit. I mean, that glucosamine is, like a supplement. So
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to ask your vet, if he has the appropriate dosage for your dog, or figure that out. But
Okay.
I think some glucosamine will help enormously.
Okay. Okay,
Enormously.
great.
And do you have a vet that does any acupuncture?
I think there is one actually locally that does acupuncture.
Yeah, that works really
Yeah.
well for pets. And if you just want to even lay hands on him, that would be great.
Oh yeah, I do. I do
Aw,
it to him a lot. He loves it.
he loves it. Yeah, animals
Yeah.
love energy work. But he's actually
Yeah.
fine. He knows you're worried about him, but he's actually
Mm.
fine. I just think if you give him some glucosamine, that'll help a lot.
Okay, great. And can you tell like what exactly is happening with his?
Yeah,
Is it his hip?
yeah, it's his hips.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's his hips.
And
So
is it something like it's out of alignment or
I feel like there's some degeneration going on in one of his hips. Like,
degeneration?
yeah. So
Okay.
either like the cartilage is disappearing, or, he's having
Mm-hmm.
some old kind of dog issues. And I know he's young for his breed, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what it is. So that's why I want some glucosamine, some acupuncture needles, like a little bit more aggressive than turmeric. Turmeric is great, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs more than that. And then what I would
Okay,
love for you to
cool.
do, because anything can change, right? Anything can
Mm.
change. It's going to be so exciting over the next probably 15 to 20 years, where humans are going to start to believe they can heal themselves. Like, even if you don't have
Mm.
cartilage on your body, you can heal yourself, right? If people have the true belief and allow it to come in. So when you look at your dog's hips, because you worry about him, you know what I mean? I see you staring at
Mm-hmm.
his backside in that,
Yeah.
right? So I want
Yeah.
you to stop that. Please don't do that anymore, because it's not going to help
Okay.
him or you. And I want you to
Mm-hmm.
imagine his hips fully functional, great cartilage, wonderful ligaments and tendons. I just want you to
Mm-hmm.
be happy when you look at his backside, because you're going to be sending positive energy to his body, which will help things to rebuild and heal. Okay?
Okay, I will do that. And
Good.
I was also wondering if you could tell me how many spirit guides I have.
You have 11. And 11 is good for partnership. Like, you and your dog are good partners, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so 11, typically what it means is that the person would do well in a healthy, of course, partnership. Like, it would be good for you.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Well, I just started a new one,
Oh,
and
good.
it's going good.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Great. Well, we're sending you
Yeah.
many blessings for that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Katie, for joining the show, and our best to the little doggy.
Yeah.
And it is so true about positive thoughts, and they pick up on that very
They do.
quickly. So I think that's the good point.
They do.
All right.
I think something that's going to have to really change, and it is slowly but
Sure.
surely, in this human place, is that you can't think negatively about your body or someone else's body and expect it to shift.
Right.
We have changed so dramatically in a vibrational perception that we need to harness those energies and utilize them for good, because they're available for us and they actually work. Yeah.
And we love things that work.
We do. We love it.
877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. If you're just tuning in, also her website, energyintuitive.com. Don't forget.
Thank
All right,
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And we do tips. I do a Thursday energy
Wait, we get
tip.
tips? Oh, those tips. Oh,
Yeah,
I
on
was like, I get a tip?
Instagram. Yeah.
That's
that kind of a tip. We do
ding, ding.
every Thursday. I do a energy tip on Instagram, so you can always follow me there. And I do videos for YouTube too, which are really fun. Usually an extension of whatever I did on Instagram.
Where we are on right now.
We're on YouTube. Yes,
you
we
can
are.
see Marie's beautiful face.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
Put a little bit of makeup on in the studio, used my phone, put my mascara on.
Because
Yeah.
I told her it acts like a
I'm
mirror.
like, oh, I forgot. I just totally forgot.
Mind blowing.
And the funny thing about here, you could just go to the restroom, right, and use the mirrors
That's
in the bathroom.
way down there.
But
It's
yeah,
so
and there's nobody to
far.
unlock the door to the studio anymore, because there's nobody here.
Hey, that's for your protection.
No,
Okay.
I'm thrilled, but it's like,
Okay.
if you get out and you need to get back on the air, there's no guarantee when you're going to get back into the studio
For
area.
years, I had to still deal with that, with the keys. Remember the key
Oh,
ring?
yeah.
Yep. Now we just have card key. We finally updated our building.
I know there's even signs about what building you're at, which is really
Oh,
helpful.
yeah. The T-Mobile complex has, yes, put
Yeah,
up some recent.
just really thrilled
It
about
actually
that.
has helped out. I know. They finally got their act together. Okay. Shantae from Carson City, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi,
It's so
Shantae.
nice to be on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel so privileged to be able to speak with you. I actually have an audio of your book, and that's how I was able to reach out to my spirit guides.
Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah. Lately, I have been opening up more spiritually, mentally, and I have always been, a single mom raising my girls and my son and my daughter. But lately, I've been having more time for myself, and I just kind of want to know what path I'm meant to be on, if you feel anything, or if I'm on the right path.
Well, first of all, my first question always is, what makes you happy? Because it used to be the kids,
honest,
It used to be the kids, and now that's faded because they're becoming independent creatures and doing their own thing, and they're not as interested in hanging out with mom. That's how I wrote Intuitive Self-Healing. My kids were all teenagers, and they didn't want to hang out with me, and I did dropping them off at various locations, and then I went to a coffee shop in downtown Kirkland, and that's where I wrote Intuitive Self-Healing.
That's
so
awesome.
what do you love? What makes you happy besides
What really
the kids?
makes me happy is just self-love, obviously now, and spiritually being able to sit there and meditate, being awakened, and just knowing who I am. I love, going to little shops and looking at crystals, taking hikes, and knowing more about, my heritage. I'm Native American.
Oh, nice.
And it's such a blessing to be open to that now. And that's what I really enjoy.
Great. So that's what's next. Whatever brings us joy, it's a sign from the universe saying, hey, this is for you. Hey. So that's what you want to work at, is having a career, doing work in the multisensory world. It would make you very happy, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Yes.
Okay. So
Definitely.
how about you start using that what if question? What if I have a profound, meaningful, delightful career in the multisensory world?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yes. Well, that's how life is.
Yeah.
That's how life is supposed to be: amazing and wonderful and highly fulfilling and joyful and delicious. So start using that what if question, and let's see what happens, what comes up. Where do you feel most inspired? Where do you notice more talent emerging? Okay.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Shantae, for joining us from Carson City, Nevada. Yeah, 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll take, I believe it's Allie calling in from Redmond. Allie, hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. What can we do for you?
My sister and I are both trying to get through today, and I was the one who's successful. And I said, if I get through, then I'll ask your question.
Love that. It's a tag team.
Kind.
It's a family affair. It's a tag team thing. I like that.
Have you called them before, Allie?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. And was it helpful?
Yes, it's always helpful. It's always surprising and just kind of give me a new perspective, which I love it.
So what's your sister's name?
Callie.
Okay.
So Callie and Allie.
Yeah, I love it.
Today.
That must have been very fun growing up.
Yeah.
So my sister, we actually have kind of similar situations.
Yes.
That, which she's going through in her late 40s. She's looking for some life path support, and she says she's been chasing a career that has not taken off and wanting to know if she needs to give it up or do something else and what that other thing is.
So what is her current career?
She's been in the entertainment industry, and she's been pursuing doing something with her degree in film production.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
But so she's been going in different directions. She's done some different creative things, some photography and some other kinds of work, but is feeling frustrated and
But it really is a passion and a joy for her, correct?
She's always been very creative, very talented. Absolutely.
So here's what I'm going to recommend. I don't want her to dump this career, which I normally want people to dump their jobs because they're usually not in alignment. Here's what she has to work on, in my opinion. Receive, because the type of career that she has requires an audience and a lot of people liking it and attracted to it. Correct?
Yes.
So she's not good at receiving. She's a very good giver, but she's not great at receiving. And if you're going to have a job in the entertainment industry, you have to let a lot of people love you and care about you and cherish you and excited for you. You know what I mean? You have to have that open of energy. You have to let everybody in. So that's what she needs to work on.
Wow.
Well,
yes.
That's the reality of that particular career path.
Right. And actually, like her personality is very much like that. Like, she's the entertainer. She makes people laugh.
Yeah.
She does have that ability. She's always a star in all the high school plays and everything.
Right. So she has to let people love her. So what if I'm adored and cherished by millions of people around the world? That's her new what if question.
Love it.
Okay.
And then I was wondering, my ex-boyfriend's golden retriever is 11, and she's having a lot of arthritis pain and difficulty with mobility. Do you recommend anything? Does she just need a new medicine?
Yeah, the glucosamine works really well for dogs.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Okay.
Yeah, it works great for dogs typically. And then acupuncture. Seeing a holistic vet can be really helpful because they have more remedies than just conventional medicine. So I always recommend finding a holistic vet.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll look into that.
Okay, well, good luck with your sister. Keep us posted on that.
Okay, hopefully she'll be able to give you an update herself.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie.
Alrighty.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Cool. Thanks, Allie, for joining the show from Redmond. And yes, have Callie join the show.
Yeah.
I love that. They were tag team and one finally got through. I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's really cute.
877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are going to run off to our first break of the hour, and we'll be right back with
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in maybe sunny Seattle. We're not sure.
We're going to get on the weather train again.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to give a little tip about those what if questions. My favorite thing. I love what if questions. They dramatically shift your vibration and your energy. And if there's something in your life that you really, 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 really like or makes you really, 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 really happy, that you can play that into your what if question. Like, what if my wealth is as wonderful as my love for skiing? You know, where you have something that's personally happy for you and fulfilling. Work that into your what if question, because what those questions do is they seep into the subconscious mind and begin to change your belief system in a positive way. So if money is an issue for you or you would love to have more wealth, think of something that works out really great for you in your life that's very fulfilling, you have a lot of confidence about, it's fun, and make up a what if question. What if my wealth is as amazing as my love for my kids, or whatever in your life that's has a great vibration for you?
Sounds perfect.
Yay.
All right. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We will take now Sam calling in from the Seattle area. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I am calling today because I've had a lot of pain in my neck and left shoulder. I had a concussion 6 years ago and didn't really do much about it. And then started working out more this last year. And with that, was experiencing a lot more random pains in my hips and my jaw and my shoulders and my neck. And I started seeing a physical therapist, body worker, and he told me that from the trauma of the impact of my concussion falling on my head, that I haven't worked through a lot of that pain.
Yeah, I
And
think
so
I think there is a
I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Well, you're working through it now, right?
Yeah.
So you're working through it now. I'm not 100% convinced that this is all related to a concussion from 6 years ago. I'm not 100% convinced about it. I think this has a lot to do with you moving forward in your life. I think you take life really seriously. I think you are very devoted and dedicated to your life. You know what I mean? Like, you have a lot of integrity. Does this make sense what I'm talking about?
Yes, it does.
And you need to learn to let go. What really hurts our joints and makes our muscles tense and tight for a lot of people is they don't know how to let go. They don't know how to surrender. They don't know how to get out of the way. And they're trying to make things happen all the time. You know what I mean? So I would recommend using that lovely what if question. What if I surrender? Or what if I get out of the way? Because you're already seeing a physical therapist, you're working out, you're doing all the right things, but this is more mental. That's affecting your energy and your joints and your muscles. So how do you feel about what I just said?
I really relate to that. I think I do have a extremely hard time letting go and surrendering. And that is something that I've been working on more in the last couple of years, is letting go. And I did see you in person probably a year and a half ago, and I have started using the what if questions, but I still find myself getting in my way.
Right. Well, and when you use like a what if question, you're not supposed to think or analyze what it means or how it's going to affect you. You just repeat it so that your body can take in the vibration of that particular question. But surrendering and getting out of the way is really good for you, not only for your body, but it actually helps people manifest better, because typically what we think is good for us, the universe has a very different plan, an extremely different plan, and it's better. It's more fulfilling, it's more joyful, it's more accurate, it's more effective, and usually the logical mind can't get to that solution. But if you let go, then your intuition, your consciousness, your higher realms of awareness can bring that information into your receptivity, but you have to get out of the way.
And a part of me is wondering, I started a new job a month ago and my pain has spiked with that. And I'm wondering if it's because I'm not in alignment with what I'm doing and I'm just pushing forward because I think it's what I need to do rather than what my soul is really called to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get a huge thing on the job because it is kind of interesting for you. You know, you like learning new things. So I think that's interesting, although I do encourage everyone to do things that are in alignment for them, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that is. But it's okay if we don't know exactly what that is either, right? If we don't know exactly what it is, then sometimes it can be challenging to take those steps. I think overall you need to learn to let go, which will give you the evidence of what is in your highest good, even career-wise. And then you can start to pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
beyond asking the what if questions, is there any other practices you recommend?
Yes, that's a really good question. So what someone like yourself, and I can totally relate to how your mind works, you have to stop thinking, analyzing, and processing because you don't give your brain a break.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So that's not letting go. Letting go is staring off into the sky and, not doing anything. It's having moments of relaxation. So when your critical mind starts to bring something up, you need to change. You need to direct your mind to something that's in the moment, that's pleasing and present and delicious, whatever that is.
Great. That's really helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day. We hope your body feels better very soon.
I appreciate it. You too.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Sam, for joining us from the Seattle area, 877-825-8828. Moving on.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. We'll take Lisa now, calling him from the Virginia area. Hi, Lisa.
Hi there. Hi, Marie.
Hello, Lisa. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good. I like that beautiful, happy sound. That's wonderful.
Right to the point, too.
Yeah. So what can I do for you today?
I'm just calling in for a general reading, and
Okay.
if you could maybe just give me some insight into maybe just why I'm a little bit more, well, not even a little bit, but a lot more tired than I usually am, and usually, it just resolves in 2 days or something. But I've just had this like fatigue for maybe, I don't know, almost like 10 days, 2 weeks.
And are you still working as a nurse?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you're a critical care nurse. So thank you for everything that you're doing right now. Have you been getting sufficient time off to rest and recoup?
Yeah, I actually have.
Good.
I'm on vacation now.
Lovely. Sometimes
That's why she's calling into the show.
Yeah,
She's got time for the show.
true, right.
Sure. Makes sense.
Sometimes when we go on vacation, we notice how tired we are.
Yeah, right?
Like I can totally relate to that.
I slept 18 hours.
So possibly your body's playing a big catch up because not only do you work in a very, high demanding area of medicine, it's a little bit more demanding than it is typically as well right now. So I'm not worried about you needing more rest. Are you concerned about it?
Yes, because I wasn't sure whether I should just kind of give in to the feeling,
Yes.
or whether I should just kind of push.
I want you to
push
give
through
into
I
it.
wasn't sure, or even if I should, get my thyroid or something checked out.
I wasn't when I drew out your energy. I wasn't concerned about your health. Honestly, you have a lot of energy moving into your body. I love that you're resting. We're also astrologically speaking, we're in really interesting, tight Uranus. Of course, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know the exact words to use, but we're in a really significant, tight arena right now until the first week in March. So that could also make you tired and slow things down and make things feel heavy and weighty. But yeah, I want you to give into it and rest and catch up. And that's what I exactly would love for you to do. That's what vacations are for.
Okay.
Especially when we can't go anywhere.
Okay.
Right? Like,
I know, it just feels really, usually you feel better in 2 days and you have energy to even do fun things. But
I know. But things will get better in the first week of March for sure, astrologically speaking. But go ahead and take an extra nap, and then you might feel like going for a hike.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And so my chakras were all open, or?
You have a tiny leak in the second, which is from not having a lot of fun. It's
Right.
very tiny, but all the rest of your chakras are pulling in huge amounts of energy.
Wow, that's great.
I know. So nothing to worry about.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a lovely holiday.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa, for joining us from the Virginia area, 877-825-8828. And it's sometimes always good to just kind of lay it down and recharge those batteries.
Well, and, when you work in critical care, just under normal days, right, things can be challenging. And medical staff people, they have to pocket their emotions.
Oh, instantly.
Because they got to put in tubes and drains and just IV things.
Shuffle it out.
Right. You just have to push all that aside so that you can perform your job well. And things are a little bit more stressful right now, in medical facilities.
Right.
So,
which, again, our kudos to all those helping.
Yes, we are more than grateful.
Yep.
More than grateful. Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's dance down to, or actually I should say over. Let's go to Spokane. We have Nancy joining us. Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm lovely. Thank you. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm calling. I had an appointment with you in August.
Mm-hmm. How did it go? Because I won't
Great.
remember. Okay, great. I'm so happy it went well. That's good.
It went really great. I was
Good.
going through separation at the time,
Oh,
and now divorce. Well, it's going to be final in a couple weeks.
great.
And
Congratulations.
so at the time, we talked about taking my time moving and,
Mm-hmm.
not being in a rush. And so I was just wondering, how is that looking now?
Well, you have a major leak in your first chakra, which can have a lot to do with moving. So,
Okay.
so do you want to move? I mean, what's going on? What's the deal?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you're going to be, are you guys not living together anymore?
No, he chose to live pretty close to me.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm actually kind of thinking about leaving Spokane.
Do you guys have kids?
Yes. And he's 26 and he
Oh.
lives in a different city. And
Perfect.
I'm actually
Yeah.
leaning in that direction. It's actually a city I grew up in.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that's perfectly fine. Your child can go back and forth and visit their parents whenever they want to, right? So no big deal. I actually agree with you. I think it would be good for you to move.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah,
getting.
I
just
agree.
kind of wanted to see if I was going in the right direction.
I believe you are. Yeah, I think moving out of Spokane is a great idea for you.
Okay.
How exciting.
I know. And when you were just talking about the astrology, I thought, boy, I've been feeling it the last couple
Yeah,
days.
it's heavy. It's really heavy energy. Of course, I'm not an astrologer. We need to have Stormy Grace back on the show because she explains everything so beautifully to us. And I'll have Courtney and email her and we'll
Like
get
right
her
now. Do it now.
Yeah, Benny really likes Stormy.
I love her on the show.
Yeah, she's great.
She's really solid.
Great. Yeah.
She is fun to listen to.
She really is. And
sure.
she has a YouTube channel, so I listen to her often. And I listen to other astrologers too. I love astrology. But yeah, it's really, there's these tense Uranus things going on. And Uranus is really powerful right now. It's just an extremely powerful planet. It's in Taurus, and there's just a lot of interesting configurations. So things will get better the first week of March for most people. Okay. So now you get to think about where you want to live.
Well, I know. So I'm thinking, I just got a VRBO and I'm going to spend like 10 days in there.
Yeah.
And just kind of see what it's like and feel it out and see if there's an area I'd like to move to.
Great. So you're on the right track. Your energy expanded when I gave you permission to do what you already want to do. And not that you needed my permission, right? So you're on the right track. Good job. Have fun.
Okay. Thanks, Marie.
Alrighty. Have a good day.
Okay. You guys too. Okay.
Right,
Thanks.
bye-bye.
Thanks, Nancy, for joining us from Spokane. 877-825-8828. The number's out there because we have open lines.
Oh, great.
We have
Love
two
that.
holding, but I'm just saying we
Okay.
have open lines.
Great.
All right. Did you have any other comment
No.
off of Nancy? Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to double check. Didn't want to step on your toes. Okay. Catherine from WA. I believe that's the great state of what we're in.
Oh, of Washington.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yes.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Hi, Catherine. What can I do for you?
Hi, Marie. I'm calling with permission from my daughter
Okay.
regarding her daughter, my granddaughter.
Okay.
And her name is also Marie.
Oh, a granddaughter named Marie or a daughter named Marie?
My granddaughter's name.
Wow. So the old names are coming back.
Yeah,
because
it's my middle name.
Yes.
They gave it to her as her first name. I know, such an honor, right?
Right. Yes. I am actually, my name is a middle name shared with another grandma, with the other grandma for Florence, which is very sweet. Yeah, we're thrilled. Okay. So I just love that it's a first name though, because when I was growing up or even as a grown adult, the only person who had my name as a first name was like 90.
Yeah.
You know, because it's such an old name. I would walk into a hospital room to see a patient and go, oh, we have the same name.
I think we need to change old to vintage.
Vintage?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
vintage.
vintage.
All right, I like that. Vintage is good.
I like that too, vintage. Yeah.
So how old is the grandchild?
She's going to be 3 on March 8th.
She's really smart, by the way.
Oh,
super
I
smart
know.
kid. Super smart.
She blows our minds.
Yeah, she's really smart.
Constantly up and change her entertainment and
Yeah,
activities.
she's really
because
smart,
once
which
she
is
grabs it, she's like, okay, I got it.
which is
Let's
kind
move
of
on.
I have a 3-year-old grandchild that's very smart too. It's kind of problematic. I mean, it's great,
Yeah.
but we asked them for the second kid, could you just dumb it down a
I was
little
just
bit?
gonna say, like, don't say it, but she's gonna.
And which, of course, we don't really
want-
mean
right,
that,
right,
of course. But I mean, Camilla's a lot.
Let's say scale back.
Yeah, she's
Scale
a lot
back on
because
the
she's
intelligence.
I think she has a photographic memory. Anyway, your daughter is, your granddaughter, very, very smart. I'm sure your daughter is as well. What's the question?
The question is that Marie has seemed to have had nightmares since she was a baby. She
interesting.
lived with me when she was born. They moved to Texas when she was 18 months old. But now it's like it's just my daughter is really concerned about these nightmares now because she's becoming more verbal on relating things. What Marie is saying, that she feels like these tentacles are coming at her, and we feel she maybe relates to it because she saw Little Mermaid and Ursula.
Yeah.
And so she's using word tentacles, but that's her word, and that they're coming at her at night and they're trying to take her or grab her, and she sleeps with her best bud, which is a stuffed little deer we call Mama Doe. And
I think her behavior is kind of normal for her age, quite frankly. I'm not 100% convinced she's having nightmares. I think she's gotten really good at getting up in the middle of the night and awakening everyone else. That's what I think. And we just heard an extra sound because my phone is on. And whenever we hear an extra sound, somebody is at my front door, hopefully leaving a package, which would be very nice. Whenever we hear an extra sound, it means we need to pay attention to what we're talking about. So I think she's she gets a grand audience in the middle of the night, lots of love and kisses, and you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So maybe, and your daughter's very attentive to her child, overly attentive.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to tone it down a little bit. Like, yeah, I see tentacles sometimes too. It's fine. Go back to sleep. Let's not make it too big and too serious or too dramatic. Let's tone this down. And do you see what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think any of us ever thought of that approach.
Right.
Like, she cries. And
right.
She's a baby. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but she's also really smart. Smart kids can be a little manipulative.
Okay.
Right. So try this totally different course of action. Don't make it a big deal. Don't put a lot of energy into it, and let her go back to bed. Okay.
And tell her to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to bed, baby. Or she climbs in, wakes up on her own, climbs in, cuddles, and nobody's the wiser. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Keep me posted.
All right. And am I able to just ask a question about myself really quick?
Super quickly.
And, oh, geez, I have so much in my head. Anything that my guides feel like I need to know right now?
Well, and I think that's a really good question, by the way. What I'm hearing your guides saying, and you are starting to do this, the focus needs to be on you. You have focused all your energy on your family.
I do. My son was so sick, and
but you
I
gotta
lived with him for a month. And
Stop. They're adults. They are adults. Allow your life to be super fulfilling for you.
He's special needs. I feel guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he's an adult, he has needs.
Yeah, but he's fine. He was raised with incredible love and devotion. Yeah. He's doing great, actually. So go ahead and enjoy your own life too. When are you going to?
Yeah, I want to be with my granddaughter. That's my.
Yeah, but you can't right now. So just focus on yourself.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. That'll be a tough one.
Yeah, you got it, Catherine. You could do it.
That's going to be a tough one, right? Sometimes I think, in particular women, but men too, they just get so focused on their children. And yet, where's your life? Where's your fun? Where's your experience? And actually, children thrive even more so, no matter what their age is, when the primary person who's kind of holding it all together, energetically anyway, who shouldn't be doing all of that, holding together, actually fulfills their own destiny and their own happiness. That feeds a family exponentially.
Right. 100% agree. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are at our last break of the hour. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
Great song. Who is that?
Megan Trainor.
Oh, love it.
We don't want to fight.
No.
Right.
No fighting.
Okay.
All right. Who do we
That's
have?
our message for the day.
No fighting?
No fighting.
Okay. Who's on the line?
Yeah, let's bring on Keely. And Keely is calling him from the Michigan area. Go Blue. Sorry, I have to say it every time.
Hi, Keely.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Aw.
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy with a little one.
Yes. I was actually calling just because I had him like 7 months ago, and I actually just wanted to get see if all my energy was good. And
Well, you're busy. You know what I mean?
yes.
You're a very busy mom. There isn't a lot of downtime.
Right.
Does your partner give you any downtime? Like, can you just go off in the car by yourself and drive around and go get a latte or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably needs to do that more.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. You need some space. You know, even all the people who are working at home, which I think is actually really good for most families. I think it's a very positive move. My daughter told me that when she was going to Everett to work for Boeing, she liked the commute because she was all by herself in the car. You know, just
Some
for
personal space.
Yeah, some personal
time.
space.
Yep.
She could call her friends back,
Yeah.
go get a latte, and not have to order a bunch of stuff for everybody else in the car.
Listen
you know?
to nothing.
Yeah. Right. So you need your energy looks excellent, by the way. It looks great. But you need some your time. And it's not just your partner not providing that as much as you would like. It's like you are I'll do it. You know what I mean? That's what I'll take care of it. I got it. And yes, you can. But I think you have to relinquish control here. Even if things aren't going to turn out exactly the way you want them. I was folding laundry for my oldest the other day. And when that is so cute.
I know, right?
And when I went to go put the towels in her linen closet, I realized I fold them completely different than what she did. Hers looked much better. But I didn't even care.
Mom, stop doing my laundry.
I just put it in there.
Right.
She didn't say anything about
Right.
it. Who knows? I'm sure she noticed. But so you have to stop caring so much. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Is it a challenge for you to ask for the time?
Yeah. I mean, we just moved back to Michigan.
Okay.
And he's starting a new job, so also I'm just
So?
we have more help though.
Good.
But
Good.
I'm just not good at asking. I've never been good at asking.
Initiating the conversation.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
I think there may be a schedule since you have regular people who can help you. Pick some days, some times, tell everyone, hey, I'd love to have help so I can go do something for myself, right?
Yes, my mother-in-law just got by, and I actually just told her that we might be doing like a date night soon.
Oh.
Get out of the house.
But I also want you to do your own time too,
Yes.
right? Date night's great.
You can have a date night with yourself.
Yes, you can.
happens.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's
you
your
laugh.
homework.
You laugh, but it's true.
Yeah.
Go do it.
It's really true. It's really true. So now you have your homework, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Have a great day.
I love the big exhale and the big breath.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Right? Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
let's take now Maurice calling in from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Hi, Maurice.
Great.
Hello.
Hello, Maurice. What can we do for you?
Thank you for taking my call. I'm calling about my dog because she's shaking her head a lot. And
Okay.
I went to the vet several times, and they don't seem to see what's going on. They say it's allergies,
Uh-huh.
but what they gave her doesn't seem to work.
Okay. So your vet is correct. Typically, it is allergies. It can even be high protein, interesting enough for dogs. I guess they can only have a certain percentage of protein in their food. So what about your dog's food? What kind of food do you feed your dog?
I gave her food that's organic and from grass-fed animal that a company here in Santa Fe makes for the dog.
Uh-huh.
So it's completely organic, but you probably right. I mean, I also supplement with some chicken.
Yeah. So, and some dogs are really allergic to chicken, by the way. And even chicken fat. So why don't we, since your dog's getting enough protein from that homemade food that obviously is going to have all the right vitamins and nutrients, because that's the one of the great things about ordering food from, homemade food from a company like that, right? They're going to put in everything that the dog needs. Why don't you pull back on the chicken? Because that could be an allergy for your dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try that. And should I do anything else?
Just give that dog tons of love and kisses. I love your dog. Your dog is so cute.
Yeah, I want to cry when you say that. I adore her.
Yeah, she's darling. What kind is she?
She's a mutt. She's kind of very, hair like she's been rescued from a shipwreck.
From a shipwreck.
I love it.
Very specific.
Yeah, she's so cute. And just, remind yourself that you take excellent care of your beautiful pet. Your pet's very lucky and very happy. Your dog's a happy dog.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I was just wondering if she knew how much I love her.
Oh, she knows. You tell her all day long. I mean, she's smart, so she knows. And then just take the chicken away.
Okay, and can you tell me if I'm on the right track? I feel like I am, but I just want to.
You are. You're having a lot of fun. You're moving forward. I would love it if you spend more time meditating.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day. We had a lot of dog questions
We
today.
do. It's a good day for that. We're not discriminating on cats. If you got cats
cat, dog,
or birds
humans,
or lizards or whatever,
yeah,
feel free.
Hamster. We're
Hamster,
good with it.
I like that. Yeah,
we're good with it.
Throwing the hamsters. 877-825-8828.
When I was seeing clients in person, which of course I'm not right now because of COVID, and a lot of my clients are very, very ill. So I think originally Courtney and I, we were disinfecting everything when the pandemic hit, and we were like, yeah, this is exhausting. We're not going to, and we wear masks around each other when we're at work, but yeah, so I do everything on Zoom. But when I was seeing clients in person, it would not be uncommon for someone to bring me Fido. I'm like, could you work on Fido for 20 minutes and then I'll have the rest of the session? I'm like, sure, of course. I'm usually running around the office chasing a four-legged creature, helping them to balance their body.
It's good you're giving back to the four-leggeds.
Yes.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right, 877-825-8828 is the number. We'll take Linda calling in from Happy Valley, Oregon. Hi, Linda. Linda, are you there?
Hi. I love the name of your town.
I do, too, and I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, that's lovely. What can I do for you?
Well, I first saw you probably in 2003. And been following you ever since.
Oh, thank you.
I just wonder, a lot of the things you've told me to do over the years have finally happened.
Yay!
And I am living as a caregiver in a home with a lady who's ill. And I just wonder, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? I'm doing a lot more Reiki.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing energy work and intuitive readings. I love how much energy you have. Those are like the best energy workers, because when you've got to move a lot of energy, you need to be able to take a lot in and move it through your body, move it through others. It's a workout, I think, to be able to be a really good energy worker. So yes, that's really what you're meant to be doing. I mean, obviously you're doing great with the woman you're taking care of right now, but you've been doing that for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's boring. It's a little boring. Agreed?
Well, I also have a lot of help because I see an amazing acupuncturist, kinesiologist who works on me every 2 weeks to keep me in line.
It's wonderful. Yeah. No, your body looks great, but I just think you'll have 1,000 times more happy moments if you focus on your Reiki work.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's what I really want to do, but I never feel like I'm doing enough. Or how do I know I'm getting accomplished? I have so many friends all over the country with cancer and different things, and I try to do distance Reiki with everybody, and
so one of the ways that you know how it's working is, do they feel better? Are they more relaxed? Are they making better choices? Because you could think about eradicating cancer, which is actually possible and a common experience in the energy medicine world. However, you also have to realize that people have to take responsibility for their health too. And that's the part that you have a little bit of a shaky area, because you're so used to doing everything for your person that you're taking care of. But I want you to empower them, the people that you're working with, your Reiki clients, I want you to empower them to take more responsibility for their healing. Because there's a reason why people get sick, just like there's a reason why people get divorced or become bankrupt, or there is a very wonderful reason why those things happen, to help us wake up and have an experience. So try focusing on that, the next time you work on one of your friends, and then guide them towards doing some inner work. And also know working on friends is harder than working on a complete stranger.
Oh.
So you might want to start looking around the neighborhood and see who you can put on your Reiki table that you don't know very well.
Well, I don't even use a table. It's all distance.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
I'm here in this house.
Yeah.
And I can't have people in.
Right.
But also, a couple of years ago, I came home from Arizona after taking care of my 101-year-old aunt, and I just fell flat on the floor and had to be rushed to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
And I had a virus, but they didn't know what it was for probably 3 months, and then they said, well, they think it was encephalitis.
Mm.
And I had to basically learn how to walk and eating everything. My brain was just, I couldn't even.
But you
turn on
are
a computer.
amazing. You have powerful energy. You're an incredible healer. You've healed yourself. So try to work with someone you don't know. And we have to go. We're playing the music really late. Joyful blessings, everyone. Bye-bye for now.